Angeles.
Scratch that morning itch on the home of the Woody Show.
You know?
No. 98.7.
All in or all out.
LA's new alternative.
It's a little weird. This is the Woody Show.
And we are into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It's a pre-Friday. It's a Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Quickly getting to the end of September here. It's September the 28th, 2023. Thank you for giving us some of your time today. I'm Woody. That's Ravy.
Heyo.
There's Greg Gorey.
Morning, Woody.
Menace.
What up?
How are you?
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yes.
Nice to see you, sir.
You too.
There's Seabass.
Just
Good morning,
kiss
Seabass.
already.
It's called being polite.
Yeah.
Just make out already.
You two losers should look into it.
Oh,
You should.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah, stop being an uptight biatch.
Yes.
We got,
Rave.
Just French.
we got Sammy. We got Bort. There's Caroline. Morgan is here. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning.
We've got Vaughn. He's our video producer. Phones are open. 877-44 Woody. Hit us up with a text over to 22987. We warned you it was coming up. It happens every year except for that
God.
1 year. This is the pandemic. R.I.P. But Folsom Street Fair in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Folsom Street Fair.
Yeah.
I still don't know how this isn't a bigger national story because I never knew about it until I worked here.
I never knew
Yeah.
about it until I moved to San Francisco.
Yeah.
I lived in San Francisco to do the show. That's where we met Greg. I've always said like our journey with this show is kind of like the Wizard of Oz. I've picked up people along the way. You know, it started with my buddy Tony. Then we added Ravy.
Hello.
Then we moved to San Francisco, and Greg joined. And then later Menace joined. And so it wasn't until I got to that job in San Francisco that the Folsom Street Fair
We're like, what is that?
rolled around, and to me, like it just sounded like any other street fair you'd have. I didn't know what it was, but the name of it, Folsom Street Fair, it sounds like there's going to be
Sounds
a
so
bunch,
wholesome.
like a farmer's market, maybe a band's playing. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The name of the street, by the way, folks.
yeah, but it's Folsom Street in San Francisco, and I remember the first thing because people are like, oh no, you got to look it up, and so that's why I say Google it, because the
No,
first
don't.
thing I saw this particular year was there was a house on the corner at one intersection where I guess these guys would go up to the second floor because it was like a corner window that would open up, and the people down below. You remember like in the Charlie Brown Christmas special, like they're all standing outside trying to catch snowflakes on their tongue. Okay, well, it was that, except on the second floor,
Man.
out this window, there were dudes joeing.
Yep.
And I'm like, there's no way that's real.
That can't be on a public street
Right.
in a major
Yeah.
city.
No way.
And that is mild compared to some of the stuff that you see at the Folsom Street Fair. That's like entry-level Folsom
Yeah, that's
Street Fair.
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, because it's not skyscrapers in that part of San Francisco. It's
No.
2-story buildings,
Right.
apartments, bars, whatever.
All that old kind of Victorian row house kind of look, you know.
The best is like, I lived there for a number of years, and you forget that it's happening, and then
Until
you're just
you're walking.
You're walking because it bleeds out for
Sure.
blocks.
It can't be contained.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of bodily
Well,
fluids.
people
yeah.
are
Yeah.
going to and from that.
Yeah, and it's just like, wait a minute, why is there like 5 naked men walking down there? Like, oh yeah.
There was another thing I saw when I looked it up, and they were talking about how there is a police presence there. People are like, well, where are the cops? No, the cops
they're
are
there.
there.
Oh, they're watching.
They've got a full. In fact, I saw it at one end. Like one block is all cop cars. They got a tent set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a picture where there was a cop just standing there watching the crowd. Meanwhile, right next to him was a guy leaning up against a wall while his buddy was giving him a mouth party.
Again,
And the cop is just standing there.
public street, middle of the day,
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Were they still wrapping the
Yes.
parking meters and the trees with plastics and stuff?
Yeah, they like trees, parking meters, any of the public mailboxes,
Yeah.
saran wrapped up. Because people are weeing everywhere,
Weeing.
Yeah.
among other things.
A little tinkle.
And it's tens of thousands of people. It's
yeah.
besides
It's fun.
Comic-Con, it's the most like nuts to butts, literally.
Oh, okay.
Like just shoulder to shoulder, hard to get through sort of thing. It's
Really?
Oh yeah. Reggie would love. You have to come some year.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes. I would
yeah.
love to attend with you.
And there's
Yeah.
a baby version too that happens in the city called the How Weird Festival. So it's just like
Not for babies, but
yeah, it's like a smaller version of it. So it's like year round. And then you have Pride, which is next level as well.
This person on the text says, I learned about it here some years back listening to the Woody Show. I love you guys, but I don't think I'm ever going to Google it.
That's a good
Here's the
idea.
thing, too, is
I support that.
Is Googling it's bad enough, but they are smart enough, the people who attend, not to really show too much of it because they don't want to ruin the party.
Right.
Because again, if the real story, what happens there, got out, to a wide audience, I don't think.
Oh, it would never happen again.
No. But I think 40 years strong, they've been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Now, the one thing, okay, you know how you like sometimes you're like, oh, you're forced to say something nice about whatever it is? I wish I had that level of confidence.
There are
Of
90.
the people that go.
Yes.
There are 90-year-old men dressed up like Peter Pan. I mean, just in like socks and a hat. Everything else is naked. Fully nude, just walking
Yeah.
around,
Yeah.
confident as hell.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree
Yeah.
more.
And you see the pictures, you're like, wow, that guy, like, I'm as big as that guy is.
Right.
Like, like
Look at him.
Like belly, penis, the whole thing.
Right.
And I'm like, man, this guy, he just oozes confidence.
Doesn't
Puts it
care.
out
I mean,
there.
also probably AIDS. But,
Maybe.
Hey!
Wow, what?
How dare you?
but I'm saying, like, that level of confidence.
Yeah. I feel the same.
Right?
It's kind of like when you get jealous of a homeless guy because.
We don't even want to use, like, a men's room that has a trough.
Right.
Yeah.
Menace needs full doors.
I do.
Greg can't poop at work.
No way.
Meanwhile, here's this guy.
Naked.
Yeah.
Naked in the
With
street.
a 1-incher.
Right. And a dog mask.
Yeah.
I will say, I did see a dude who was, he was like beyond porn level equipped.
Nice.
Lucky.
Yeah, and he was, he had a lot of attention from other men.
What?
I saw that one picture that you posted
Oh.
where the guy had, like, a tail in.
Yeah, so,
'cause,
I will say this, over
It plugs into the back door, and
over
then it
the
looks like you
8
have, like, an animal tail.
I've seen it.
yeah, over
Thank
the
you.
8 years or so.
Oh, yeah,
I've
that's right. I
been,
showed it to you.
Yeah, thanks.
The whole puppy thing has gotten way bigger. Which is just you wear a leather mask that looks like a dog, and you might put a tail in, where
Right.
tails go. In fact, I've got video. I can't show any of this video on the Woody Show channels.
no.
Oh, hell no.
But I was walking around, and this guy was like bent over against a wall of a building. I was like, "What is he doing?" And he was like, he was having a real hard time getting his tail in. He should have had a friend there to help him.
All right.
I
I sat there
blame.
for
It was freezing up.
I sat there for a minute watching this dude like.
Hey, some people have a hard time putting the suppository in there,
Sure.
But yeah, the puppies are.
Imagine
are,
a tail.
Yeah, I
They
blame.
exploded.
Yeah, I blame Amazon because now it's super easy to get those masks.
Right, because it used to be you'd have to go to
To,
like
a shop.
a leather
Yeah.
shop in San
Fetish
Francisco
shop,
a week ahead of time, get your puppy gear and your tail stuff.
But now you can get a pup mask
Overnight.
next
No
day.
problem.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
That's cool.
For all your
Amazon's really changed the game.
dog needs.
Oh my god. Well, there's a creep in the news. This guy at a resort in Key Largo, Florida. He was fondling himself in the hot tub.
You don't do
It
that.
was like 7
Oh.
o'clock in the morning.
Way to ruin the hot tub experience.
And he was doing this right in front of a female employee.
Oh, good.
And so the employee got another employee. They confront the guy, and he just said, "It's my birthday,"
Oh, okay.
and then just took off running. And it was, in fact, his
Easy.
birthday, believe it or not.
Oh,
Okay.
Really?
34
Happy
years
birthday.
old. Yeah, but he still got arrested for indecent exposure.
on his birthday?
on his
In
birthday.
Key Largo?
Oh.
While underwater.
I know.
There's worse stuff happening in the world.
I know.
Yeah.
Like the Folsom Street Fair.
That.
Which we are going to hear some audio from. Seabass going around talking to some of the revelers.
Maybe we'll turn. Guys, as many people as we turn off from this event, there's got to be some people that appeals.
Her like next
Yeah.
year I'm doing this.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
All of a sudden, they got a new bucket list item.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Folsom Street Fair.
Booking a flight.
All right, we're going to take the break, then we'll come back with that next year on The Woody Show. Hang on.
The Woody Show returns right after these messages. All 98.7.
You have a choice.